Well, the USDA released the May WASDE report. So Kim, how important were those estimates?
Well, those estimates are relatively important. It's the first time USDA releases the estimates for the 23-24 crop year numbers. I think the most important numbers, though, are the 22-23 crop years that for wheat that's ending in May, for corn and beans that end in August, and for cotton that ends in July. I think those numbers are important because they set the foundation for the next year. And your 23-24 estimates are for a full 12 months into the 23-24 crop year. So we got to know what the foundation is, and I think what the market concentrates most on is those 22-23 numbers.
So talking about, supply and demand for wheat, how's that looking?
Well, I think the best way to look at that is ending stocks. You could look at the stocks to use, but I like those ending stocks. You look at the world for the 22-23 marketing year, 9.7 billion bushels. Your average is 10.5. World wheat stocks are tight. You look at the industry's estimate for 23. This is not USDA's estimates, but what the market was trading before the release was 9.5 billion. So slightly lower ending stocks expected by the industry for next year. You look at the U.S., 600 million, somewhere around there for ending stocks for 22, 23, 950 million average, so well below average there. The U.S. or the industry had ending stocks before the release at 600 million bushels. So looks like wheat stocks are going to stay tight into the next marketing year.
So what about corn and beans?
The industry is looking for the world corn stocks to stay slightly below average. You look at soybeans, U.S. 210 million up to 300 million, still below that 330 average. The world for beans, 3.6 billion bushels, going up to 4, so slightly above the world's 3.8. So looks like both corn and beans could have some price pressure as we get into next year if those 23-24 numbers are right. And they won't be.
So, for wheat, what's driving wheat prices?
Well, if you look at what's driving wheat prices, they're volatile right now. We can talk about the drought. We can talk about the short U.S. crop. We can talk about the drought in Argentina. They're having problems getting that crop in. They're lowering those acres consistently. Those things are impacting the prices, but you got to look at what's going on in Russia. We talk about that week after week. You look at the last couple of weeks, we saw a $1.40 price decline, and that looked like Russia and Ukraine was going to be able to ship wheat, that we got rain, maybe we could produce some wheat in the U.S. And then we had a $1.10 increase when it was reported that Russia may shut off, and looks like they've shut off Ukraine's exports. And when they do that, that adds risk to Russia shipping wheat, increases their insurance, increases their ocean rates. It results in higher prices. A lot of volatility. So how does a producer sell wheat when you got a $1.40 down in a week or two and a $1.10 back up in a week or two?
Third, and a third?
Third, and a third. You want to stagger it into the market because you're not going to predict those ups and down moves.
All righty, thanks, Kim. Dr. Kim Anderson, grain marketing specialist here at Oklahoma State University.